Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well and welcome back to my new video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to do a fresh makeup look for spring. Now my products change from time to time, but there's some products that remain the same, but at the same time I do add in a few products here and there every season just to change up my makeup according to the seasons. So I just want to do makeup that just makes me wake up a little from the idea of winter, and I just want to get away from winter because the winter can be really dull for me sometimes, especially if you're living on more the northeast coast side. It can be really cold. I know there hasn't been a lot of snow, but it's still very windy, still very chilly, and I just want to get out of it. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do a fresh spring makeup look, so keep on watching. Guys, let's get started with the makeup right away. I'm going to be using a lot of products from IT Cosmetics. I've been using their products for the last 1.5 years, and it just happens that some of the products are really good, and they just happen to look really good, and I just love wearing them. So I'm going to be showing you the products that I've been using, and I'm going to be using some other products as well, but it just so happens that I'm going to be using more IT Cosmetic products because I'm absolutely loving them. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So I went ahead and I did my skincare already. I'm going to quickly show you what I used. I use different serums in the morning. Sometimes I use vitamin C, sometimes I use niacinamide. Today I used the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots 4% niacinamide. I really like using this because it really tackles my hyperpigmentation, and I've used a lot of niacinamide in the past, and I want to keep using niacinamide other than vitamin C because it has made a lot of difference when it comes to my skincare. My dark spots have reduced. I don't see a lot of my dark spots as I used to. I also went ahead and used my moisturizing cream. I'm using the one by IT Cosmetics. I really like this moisturizer because it's perfect for the transitioning weather. It's a little thick, but at the same time it still has that liquid consistency, so when I apply it, it blends right into my skin, and I want to keep using something like that because I do have a little bit of dry skin in winter, and a thick moisturizer really helps. So because it's transitioning weather, meaning we're moving from winter to spring, I still want to make sure I'm using somewhat of a thick moisturizer, but at the same time I don't want something too thick. So this works really well on my skin, and I love using this. Linking all of this in the description box below, so make sure to go ahead and check it out. For the sunscreen, I never forget my sunscreen. I'm using the one by Aveeno. It's the Protect Plus Hydrate SPF 60. I got this in Toronto, and I'm pretty sure they have it here as well. I'm gonna go look for this online and link this in the description box below as well. Unlike other sunscreens, this works really well on my skin. You need a sunscreen that doesn't take too long to blend in. It does have a white cast, but it goes away really fast. I mean, I don't have to do a lot of blending. It will just become invisible within like 10-15 seconds, and it's not something too thick, and it has a very moisturizing consistency as well. It doesn't dry up my face like a lot of other sunscreens, so I love using this. I'm going to be getting more of this in the future as well. When it comes to a product like sunscreen, I use this every day, so I want to make sure when I'm getting a sunscreen, I want to make sure that it's a little more affordable for a lot of you guys as well. So this is really this has a really good price. I'm gonna link this in the description box below. It's from drugstore, so make sure to check this out if you're looking for a good sunscreen to invest into. Moving on to makeup, guys, I'm not going to apply foundation today just because I do feel that foundations can be a little too thick for me, and I just want to have a fresh makeup look, and I want to avoid foundation for today because I want to focus more on the concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. I started using this last year in summer, or even before that, but I remember using this a lot when I would go to the swimming pool, mainly because it's waterproof, so it didn't go anywhere. It lasted me for the whole day, and it has a very thick consistency, and it dries up really fast. So I really like this, and I'm going to show you how I apply this. So I'm going to start by throwing this on my finger, and I'm just going to apply this across my dark circles. Also going to go over all the dark spots that I have on my face. Once I tackle all of them, I'm going to be blending all of this. I'm going to be using the same concealer, and I'm going to start applying this on my eyelids as well, and this is just going to take a little bit of time, but it's going to look so good, guys. Because I focused so much on the skincare, I just felt that foundation wasn't needed. It wasn't that important because I already have a really glossy glowing skin thanks to the moisturizer and the sunscreen. I'm gonna be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Press Powder. These sponges don't do a good job for me. I just feel that they don't don't get enough on my face. I feel that my face is looking really pale thanks to the concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and start contouring because that's very important. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face because I feel that my face is looking really pale at this point. So I'm gonna be using the IT Cosmetics anti-aging bronzer, luminizer, and blush palette. So it has 3 sections. I'm gonna be starting with this, and I'm gonna move on to the blush, and then I'm gonna do this as well. I always do the eyes last. I don't know why, but I'm gonna do my face first. So for the bronzer, I'm just gonna be using a brush to make sure that it sets right onto my skin. For the bronzer, I'm gonna be using this brush. It's the Morphe E8, and I love this because it's very precise, and it just gives me exactly what I'm looking for. Nothing too much and nothing too less, but just the right amount. I have this brush here. It's a Morphe M431, and I'm just gonna start contouring. I'm gonna come back to this brush and just blend it out a little. Moving on to the blush, I'm using the blush here. Oh, I love how it looks. It's so cheeky. Whenever I see a lot of TikTok makeup videos, I tend to see a lot of girls using blush on the nose, which I find really interesting, but it makes you look a little more cute. I think that's the whole idea behind it. Moving on to my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Arch and Halos Luxury Brow Powder. It's very pigmented. I've been using this for I think over 8-9 months now, and I love how pigmented it is, and I just love using this. And I find this better than pencils. I don't know why, but the brow pencils have never worked that well for me. I can manage how much I'm putting on, and when it comes to brow pencils, I feel that sometimes I end up putting a little too much. I prefer using my own brush than brow pencils. Moving on to eyebrows, because it's more of a spring makeup look, I want to make sure that's a little bit more natural. So I'm gonna be using the bronzer on my eyes as an eyeshadow. This one's really pigmented, and that's the whole reason I'm using this. It's by Physicians Formula. It's the Butter Coffee bronzer. Again, it's very pigmented, and because of that, I just like using this a lot. I've used this for I've used the bronzer to bronze my face. I just feel that it's a little too strong for me, so I like using this for as an eyeshadow instead. I'm gonna start by applying this across my eyes, and I'm just gonna blend this out. I'm gonna do the same on this side. Now I'm gonna use a brush and start blending this. I like to pour eyeshadow in layers, not all together. The reason is sometimes this comes off as a bit too much, and it just becomes really hard to blend all of it together. Now I'm also gonna use the illuminator, and I'm gonna apply this on my eyes as well. I'm going to take the same bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm going to apply some under my eye as well. Moving on to the eyeliner, I'm going to use the one from IT Cosmetics. It's the liquid eyeliner. I'm going to go ahead and apply this on as well. Moving on to the mascara, it's also IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes. Gives you a very natural look, nothing too much, but nothing too less either. Last but not least, moving on to the lips. I'm almost done using this. This is the one that I got from, I can't even read it anymore, ColourPop. There you go, ColourPop Cosmetics. I've used this so much. It's so pigmented, and I'm almost done using this. This is how good this is. I want to find the number and link it in the description box below. It's the one by ColourPop Cosmetics. I've used this for the last 2 years, and I wish I knew about this sooner because it's so pigmented. Now I'm gonna use the IT Cosmetics Pillow Lips Solid Serum, and the color I'm using is Humble. So guys, this is it. This is my final fresh spring makeup look. I hope you guys liked it. I tried not to go with foundation because I feel like a foundation can be too much for weathers like spring or summer, because you just want to be outdoors. You just want to make sure that you don't have a lot of makeup, because if you do, it can melt. and that's why I enjoyed concealers at times, and today was just one of those days where I just decided to do concealer. It's one of my go-to concealers of all times. So again guys, this is my final look. I hope you guys like it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye.